that I need to know about and in the chat. Then we're going to start off with Angry Cat, Happy Cat. Nice, easy one. Can everyone hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Cool. All right. If you can't hear me, check your microphone. 3, 2, 1, go. And like Matt said, the more of you that have got microphone, a camera on, sorry, the more I can coach you. Angry Cat, Happy Cat. Remember, much rounding as you can get. Push yourself up as much as you can at the top. Arch. Yeah, you're right, Ryan. Okay. And then thread the needle. So drop down onto your forearms. Yep. Make sure your knee and elbow are touching. So bring your elbows back towards your knee. Yep. And then you're going to put one hand on your ear and start to reach and rotate around that way. And then finally, make sure your bum is touching your feet. Okay, nice, Luke. Nice, Yash. Keep going. Then switch sides. So other way. So curl up in the ball like you're doing baked beam. So you want to be nice and tucked up, curled up in a ball, and then rotating to the side. Okay, nice, guys. Very nice. Strong positions. Okay, leave that one there. Then walk out. So I go into press up plank position. See, shoulders, shoulders. Okay, that's 2 messages for shoulders. Be careful with this one. Walking out, if you feel more comfortable, just do toe touches. So stand up and streamline, reach down, touch your toes. Yep. Exercise alternatives I'll give you as we go through. Okay. Then go into streamline split squat. Okay. If it hurts your hips, then just do a quad stretch. So you're just squatting with your feet on the spot rather than jumping backwards and forwards because you're still warming up. Make sure your back knee touches the floor and arms up and streamline. Just keep alternating one side and the other one. Make sure your back stays nice and flat so you're not arching your stomach. And then stop. Then we'll go into curtsy lunge or kneeling hip hinge. So curtsy lunge if you've got no knee pain. If you do have knee pain, kneeling down and sit back like this. Remember, turn your toes up towards the ceiling if you want to feel it a bit more. So just stick with one side for now and I'll tell you when to switch. So curtsy lunge to either to the left or to the right. And then we're going to swap in 3, 2, 1. Switch over. So if you're doing the lunge, like me, you'll be on the other side now. And if you're doing curtsy lunge, you'll have swapped over. Just make sure that your back knee hits the floor. So you go all the way down. So to mobilize and activate muscles on the outside of your hip. Okay, and then you can just carry on doing quad stretch. Although you really should have a mat or something. Okay, relax there. See, if you're doing any of these exercises, guys, and make sure that you've got a cushion or a mat to do it on rather than just a hard floor. Right, then next bit, 6 minutes past. So we're going to go car game today. Since we've done it the last few sessions or so, I'm going to call out an exercise. You're going to run through it. Yeah, and Again, if your knee hurts, just hold a plank position. You've got another member for the fan club, Luke. So your options are dead bugs or plank if you're not going to do star jumps on the spot. Everyone ready? Take a drink. I will too. Okay, we'll start off with 7 shoulder taps on each side. In 3, 2, 1, go. So you can alternate with these ones. Although that's pretty impressive, Yash, to be fair. Okay, finish your 7 on each side, 14 total. Then you're going to do 7 leg lowers. Oh, wow. So on your back. Yeah, that's it. Okay, if anyone's iPad conks out, just make sure you got it charged for next time. We won't hold it against you. Then you're going to do 7 jumps. So again, hold that plank position if you can't jump. So streamline jump or split jumps, whichever one you're more comfortable with. Make sure you're jumping as high as you can. It's not hops, it's big jumps. Okay, then relax. One more in the card game. Okay. All the shoulders today, no knees. Okay, second round, we're going to start off with... I can't think. I'm drawing a blank. Floor 4 flutter kicks. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Then 5 rollovers. Six dead bugs next. That's why you're down there. Stand up. Then go dead bugs, up to you if you do double or if you do alternating. So 3 on each side. Great speed between exercises today, guys. Nice one. Another 6. Okay. Then stand up. Go 6 star jumps. So while you're doing normal jumping jacks, try and, yep, nice one, Clelia. Bounce up. And then stop. Right. Today's session then, you know what's coming up in part 2. Part 1, I will give you alternatives for shoulders, knees. You know the drill by now. So you got bicycle crunch to start with. Remember, if it makes your hip click and it's uncomfortable, just do the upper body bit. Just make sure your shoulders come up off the floor when you do so you're not just twisting side to side. Get yourselves ready. Bicycle crunch. And then I'll rattle off alternatives as we get to each exercise. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Bicycle crunch. So for the last few weeks, I've told you which one to pick to challenge yourself. Today, I'm going to suggest do the opposite. So if you normally go for speed, today try and go for big range, big crunch, and a tight squeeze in your stomach. And make sure your chest is turning side to side, not your elbows. It's easy to do this, but much harder to twist with your shoulders. So if you're wearing a Guildford t-shirt, you're trying to get the G to face the side of the room. Okay, nice change, Lexi. Keep it going. Okay, you might find it easy if you're not doing the leg action, just bend your knees a bit so your feet are on the floor like a normal sit-up. 10 seconds left. And mental range there, Christian. Well done. 2, 1, relax. Number 2. So reverse plank rotation. So if you're doing shoulders here, just do hollow hold. If you're avoiding it because of your shoulder, just do a hollow hold. Everyone else reverse plank. But then rotate side to side. 3, 2, 1, go. So keep your hips flat and try and twist your chest to the side. So if you see me here, I'm trying to show you the G on my t-shirt, but my hips are still facing the ceiling. Nice, Charlotte. Very cool. Remember, if your shoulder hurts, you're just on the floor doing hollow hold like this. See. Good hip positions, guys. Try not to let them drop when you switch sides. So we've got Liv, good hip height. Well done. Clearly a great chest range. 10, 15 seconds left. If you want to make it more challenging, try and keep a foam roller or something on your lap. Stop there. Okay, number 3, inverted row. So you're doing pulling again. This one should be okay with sore shoulders, but see how you get on. If not, sub it with squats if you can. 3, 2, 1, go. So some of you got bands. If they're too easy, try and pull your hands out to the side instead of close to your body and hold for a couple of seconds. It's kind of like you're flying in reverse. Pull back, hold it up high, go back down to the floor slowly. So you perhaps bend your knees just a tiny bit. Yep, that's it. If you don't have anything that's heavier, you could always grab a towel and do towel pulls. 20 seconds left. Good work, Molly. Yes, great back position. Let's see. Leon, great back position there for being on one leg. And stop. Then curtsy lunge. So again, if you can't lunge, then do a flutter kick instead. 3, 2, 1, go. So curtsy lunges, remember, control yourself down to the floor as well as back up. And try not to let your back foot touch the ground at all. So the lower you go and the straighter you keep your back, the harder it's going to be. Okay, nicely on. So the slower you do it, the harder you're going to find it. Switch sides. So you're now doing curtsy lunge to the other side. So it's curtsy lunge. So if you watch me from the front, left foot's on the floor, right foot's going to go behind me. Wow. 3, 2, 1, stop. Someone's got their hand raised. Okay, cool. Right, back to the beginning. Remember, curtsy lunge. If you need help, use the coffee table or a sofa, but it's really important that your foot goes behind you and you try and keep your knee facing forward. Back to the beginning then, bicycle crunch. 3, 2, I'll wait you on your backs. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see. Someone messaged me for exercises to do after this session for the shoulder. Remind me at the end. So if you hang on at the end, I'll chat to you about it. Just I want to give it the attention it deserves. Remember, if your hip hurts, keep your feet flat like you would do during a normal sit-up. rather than having them flat. Makes it a little bit easier. You can focus on squeezing your stomach a bit harder. If you're doing a bigger range and crunching, try and go back down to the ground slowly. So come up quick, go back down slow. So control it. Or at least try and control it more than I am. Okay, Robin, make sure you twist your upper body as well. Okay, relax. Remember, that doesn't really help your upper body. Reverse plank rotation or hollow hold. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, if you don't find it challenging at all, you could always try and do it on single leg. And try not to twist yourself over too far. You can put a foam roller on your lap. So if you aim with your hips too much, you'll know it's happened. "25 seconds left." Okay, Veronica, good hip height. If you find that you can start off okay, then your shoulder starts to get a bit tired, just drop into a hollow hold position. A couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1, stop. Inverted row. So you're doing rows. I'll give you a 30-second warning if you're doing it single leg, single arm. 3, 2, 1, go. So if you're going for a fly action, take your hand away slowly, hold it for a second or two, and then come back down to the ground slowly. Especially if you're using weights that don't feel heavy enough. If you're using bands, start trying to wrap your hands around the band a bit more, get a bit more resistance on it. Or pull your hands away from your body. It's almost like you're making a W shape with your arms. If you watch me, that doesn't make sense. So you start there. Arms come up and out a little bit. And then make sure your hands come away from your body as well. Let's see. So basically, if you're doing the row, the flies, you want your hands to be outside your elbows. 3, 2, 1, relax. I'll explain that more in the next rest. Curtsy lunge. Okay, make it more challenging. Stand on a book or hold something out in front of you. 3, 2, 1, go. Or over your head and streamline. So I got the swimming bag. I need to check my own camera. The less you push with your back foot, the harder it's going to be, the more it's going to strengthen up your stance leg. Switch sides. Onto the second leg. Make sure your back knee hits the ground. It doesn't hit it. You're trying to go as low as you can, bigger range of motion, more strength and stability around your hips. Even if you do less reps, you're still going to do more work if you concentrate on getting a full range of motion. And then push your foot down if you have to. 3, 2, 1, relax. Nice one. What was my point? Oh, so inverted row. So if you're doing inverted row and you're trying to pull out the way, take your elbows away, but make sure your hands get away from your body as well. If you do this, it's sort of like doing the same thing. So hands away as well as your elbows. Bicycle crunch again. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, most of you have got this one nailed. Okay, remember, if you have to change it because your hip starts to hurt, you could always put your feet down, do the alternative, and vice versa. If your upper body starts to ache, but your lower core still feels fine, then leave your arms alone and just do bicycle kick with your legs. The main thing is that you lead with your chest, not your elbows, because doing that doesn't really count as exercise. That's it. So shoulder to elbow. Not what I meant. I meant shoulder to knee. 2, 1, relax. Jess, great tempo. Well done. Into reverse plank rotations. So if you haven't yet, try it with a roller or something on your lap. 3, 2, 1, go. So just something that's going to help reinforce your hip position. So you want to make sure your hips don't drop down. Oh no, where have you gone? Okay, so no matter what happens, if I put my roller under my hips, so I can do that, and switch sides. But if I drop my hips, I'm going to be sitting on my foam roller. That's what you want to avoid. I'm a bit taller than you. It might not work if you're trying to hold it under you. So go for a stack of books or a ball. So if your bum touches it, you know you've dropped when you weren't supposed to. Okay, good. Good couple of changes there. Couple of seconds left. 3, 2, 1, relax. Inverted rows. Or if you've got a towel, I can show you how to do a towel row. Because I know most of you got towels, and it'll really help build your back strength. 3, 2, 1, go. So if you wanted to, if you haven't got any bands, your arms won't move. But if you stand on a towel like this, you can just pull and hold as hard as you can. So it feels that you're doing a plank, but it's for your back. So just pull and squeeze as hard as you can. That's only if you've got one to hand. I don't mind teaching you now if you haven't seen it before. Switch sides if you're doing single leg work. See, Tegan, if you stand on the towel then. Yeah, good idea. If you hold it corner to corner or twizzle it like you have done there. Yeah, same for you. So you set yourself up exactly like you would for a bent over row, and then just pull like you're trying to rip the towel. Okay, last few seconds. Make sure your elbow stays tight to your body. And relax. Okay, enjoy using it. Okay, that's a bit of a weird one, guys, but I'll explain it more after this last exercise. Curtsy lunge. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. There's no reason why this wouldn't work with a band as well. So the standing up part gets a little bit more challenging. Oh, Jacob, I like that. Curtsy lunge with weights out to the side. Okay, cool. Yeah, guys, if your devices are starting to run out of battery, like, that's fine. Thanks for letting us know. But we're not going to hold it against you by any means. Okay, Savannah, great range. Fantastic. Just trying to slow down the down bit some. So try and hold yourself. Yeah, excellent. Good response. Switch sides if you're doing one side only. Great job, Clelia. To see if you can go down over 3 seconds. So like 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Pronounce that super control. Well done. Leave it there. Okay, so yeah, the towel work. This is something that the older ones have been doing. It's something you can do at competition if you got limited equipment. So I'll demo it just so you can all pay attention. This is like your value add. So twizzle the towel, hold it in the corners, stand on it. Setup looks exactly the same as the rowing walk that we've tried doing. So your elbows are on the side of your body. you just pull as hard as you can for 10, 15 seconds, squeeze your back, and then relax. So it should feel like you're working very hard. It just won't look like it. But give it a try. Tell me how you get on. And make sure it's a nice thick towel and wrap your hands around. Part 2, aerobic conditioning. So I've switched it up. So you've got push-ups and dips in this. So make sure you've got something to use for it. Start with push-ups, mountain climbers, dips, and then straight leg bear crawls. So if you can't do the push-ups or the dips because of your shoulder, I'll get you to do some different core work instead. Starting with, what should we go with? Can't do shoulder taps. Go full sit, like normal sit-ups, same as yesterday. Okay, so push up the stand or just sit up and then stand. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like towel, blanket, anything you've got. Like it doesn't have to be a towel. It's just something that you can try and pull. Everyone ready? So you're either doing push up the stand or you're going to do a sit up and then stand up and sit down. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, good work, you guys. Remember, push-ups have got to start from the floor as long as you're because your knee. If you can't do the standing up part, then just do sit-ups. It's a bit of extra core work. Good pace, guys. But remember, if you have to do the push-ups starting from the ground, do. Because the last thing you want is your elbows going out the side. It doesn't help you at all. 15 seconds. Let's see. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. One of you emailed me about your shoulder last week. I've just messaged you to catch up. Let's see. Mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1, go. If you can't do mountain climbers, you're just going to do star jumps. If you can't do star jumps, then just stretch your quads. So you're either going mountain climbers, quad stretch, or I forget what my other option was. Good work. Try and keep your hips level. Keep your shoulders over your wrist. Leg lowers. Yes, you can. That might have been my other option, wasn't it? So if you can't do mountain climbers, you can do star jumps. Yeah. And if you've got a sore ankle, then do leg lowers or quad roll. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay. Next one is dips. Normal dips. If you want, you can do 3 into a stand. If you can't do dips, then go with Bedon Cooks, ankle taps. So on your back, like that. 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure you try and go with straight legs if you can do with the dips. Yes, you can. Of course you can. Or do the leg lowers or the star jumps if your wrist hurts instead of mountain climbers. Halfway there with the dips and the stands. Let's see. Three, 2, 1, relax. Okay, last little break. Then bear crawls. So whichever variety you want to try with this straight leg. So like this. Normal ones down here, or low ones. So near enough on your forearms. 3, 2, 1, go. So you can just do Supermans. So if your wrist hurts, if you can't do the bear crawls, or if your shoulder hurts, just do Supermans for mobility. Switch sides, make sure your back stays flat. Put a foam roller on your back. Let's see. I didn't. Okay, 20 seconds left. Remember, you're doing bear crawls, mix up the varieties, or you're doing Superman. So even with a bit of wrist pain here, it should be okay because you're on your knees as well. Okay, 10 seconds. Three, two, one, relax. Remember the foam rollers, even if you're doing normal Supermans, foam roller on your back is going to help a lot with your coordination. So 2 more rounds. Push up the stand. 10 seconds off. Make sure you're taking drinks. Tough one. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. So you're doing push up the stand, sit up the stand, or just sit-ups. Okay, that plus the fact I don't want to take up the session when I'm supposed to be coaching other people. Okay, remember, sit up the stand. Take your time going back down. So when you use standing up, sit back down. Go streamline. Slowly lower yourself back down. Excuse me. Try and keep your feet on the floor. 10 seconds left. Okay, Savannah, great body shapes, good flat back position, and relax. Mountain climbers. So mountain climber, star jump, or quad rolling, or hip stretch. 3, 2, 1, go. So if you're doing star jump or leg lowers, if you wanted to, it's just these rather than the full jumpy ones. We're not doing them for power. You're doing it for aerobic conditioning. Try and keep your heart rate up. Okay, good rhythm. Try and find a pace that you can hold consistently. And remember, even if you have to stop halfway through, you could always go from mountain climber into star jump. Okay. 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay. Dips. Remember, set yourself up for dips. Do a couple, stand up. Or, I forget what the alternative was. Flutter kicks, maybe. 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, if it's going really well, so like Violetta, Jamie, try single leg. try going down very slow. So like 4 seconds down to the floor, 2-second pause, and then back up. But base it all around how your elbow and shoulders feel. Remember, it's okay if you start to feel a bit sore and uncomfortable. It could just be that you're training very hard, not necessarily that you're injured. Okay, it depends. There are some of you that we know, like you've got a history with injuries, so you can tell the difference between being uncomfortable and being close to severe pain. Okay, Jamie, great tempo. I meant Robin, not Jamie. Jamie, I can't even see on the camera today. 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, then straight like bear crawl or Superman. 3, 2, 1, go. Just make sure that is definitely a private message. Yes. Okay, remember Superman. Knees are on the floor as well. So people that are focusing on these for, it's not Superman plank, it's bear crawl. Superman planks are quite advanced. They take a big toll on your body. We want to make sure you can get through the whole week. So try not to be too ambitious because it's just Tuesday. Superman's good chance to work on upper body mobility and lower body control. So when your hand comes up, turn your thumb up to the ceiling and try and come backwards, elbow over the top of your head. So you're working on upper body mobility. Relax. One more round. See, I've sent so many messages tonight. So if I haven't answered your question or given you something that you'll find helpful, stay on and remind me. Okay, push up the stand. One more round. In 3, 2, 1, go. Now you can switch to sit-ups, even if it's for something like your wrist is getting a bit stiff. Doesn't just have to be like a shoulder in, like an injury or an ache. You can mix it up and do 2 of one, 2 of the other. You can do squats instead if your knees aren't injured. The main thing here is we're trying to help build upper body strength and keep your heart rate high. But you guys are doing such a good job because I don't have to demonstrate as much. You're all doing a solid, putting a solid effort in with your technique. Just make sure, so Pranas, when you do your push-up, lie on your stomach and push up so your elbows are in a good place. Yep, so lie on your stomach. Keep your elbows down to your feet, push. Good job, dude. 10 more seconds. That's just how you do push-ups. It'll get you so much stronger, I promise. Just takes time. And relax. Same for anyone. If your push-ups look like this, on your stomach, push from here, like you would open a door. Mountain climbers or leg lowers. Mountain climbers or leg lowers or star jumps. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, halfway through. Remember the alternatives and remember that you can switch. So if your wrist hurts, it doesn't have to be a specific injury. If you feel like you're pushing through discomfort into pain, just switch into one of the other options. Okay, smash and paste the Pranas, well done. Clelia, keep it going, great job. Try and lift your feet up or stop for a rest if you need it. 3, 2, 1, stop. Finn, great option, great alternative. Okay, dips. Or, I forgot what the option was, too many. Dips. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see, who can't I see? Holly can't see. Megan can't see. When I say that, it's not because I'm trying to pressure you into appearing on the camera. It's just if you thought I could see you, I can't. There's a few of you I can't see. Okay, keep it going. 20 seconds in. We're going to do dips or a quad stretch. I think I've switched around this and the last one. So you're going to do quad rolling if you have to. Okay, try and go straight leg on the dips if you can. And control your pace. So you're going to go slow down and slow up. Okay, Serena and Dylan are nailing those feet elevated. Remember, if you have to, you can stop for a bit of rest, shake your arms out, or you can put your feet on the floor and it'll still feel challenging. Okay, relax. Okay, final exercise then, straight leg bear crawl or Superman or normal bear crawl. Remember, slow it down, spend as much time on one hand and one foot as you can. 3, 2, 1, go. So you want to stay slow and controlled with your bear crawls. Remember, if you're doing Superman, you've got to keep your knees on the ground because you're not doing it for a harder core exercise. You're doing it to stop yourself from overtraining. And it's only Tuesday. You still got 3 more days after this of doing these sessions, plus other stuff. Okay. Yash, those are fantastic Supermans. Well done. Good hip control. You're not overextending. If you can't do plank, you are doing Superman. Is it plank? It's a bear crawl or Superman's. So you're on your hands and knees. Try and get your hand into the streamline so your elbow should be up higher than your ear. And we're trying, so when your hand goes out over your head, try and bring your hand back behind you. Arm out. So it's like a reverse reach up. Just a bit of emphasis on your rear shoulder mobility. Stop there. That's it. Session done. Follow your stretches. If I told you to remind me of something, message me now so I can give it the time it deserves. Everyone else, enjoy your dinners or your music lessons, whatever you're doing.